So let's talk about something that comes up a lot with web designers. A lot of web designers are doing everything they think they are supposed to be doing. They are learning new tools, they are improving their skills, plus they are building websites for real clients. And still, the income never really feels stable. It always feels like it resets. If that sounds familiar, it is usually not a skill problem, and it is not even a platform problem. Most of the time, it comes down to how the business is structured. For a long time, one off web design made total sense. You build a website, you get paid, you move on. That model worked when websites were simpler and businesses did not ask for changes as often. But that is not how things work anymore. Once a website goes live today, that is not the finish line. It is actually the starting point. Businesses want relationships. They want easy access to help. They need updates more frequently, along with content tweaks, layout adjustments, and small fixes that come up over time. And here is something you have probably noticed. Most business owners do not want to manage any of that themselves. They do not want to learn new platforms or features. They do not want to troubleshoot things when something breaks. And they definitely do not want to rebuild their site every time something changes. They want one person they can come back to, someone who understands their business and keeps things running. And how often have you heard a business owner say they cannot even find their original web designer anymore? That happens more often than people realize. Some of that is because many new designers enter the space, but do not stay long term. This is where the one-off model quietly starts to fall apart in more than one way. When you only offer one-time projects, income resets to zero after every website build. Every new month starts with the same pressure. Where is the next client coming from? And what will my income be? Even if you are good at what you do, that cycle gets exhausting. And that is why we see so many designers disappear as quickly as they show up. A lot of designers end up thinking they need better marketing, more skills, or another platform, but the real issue is having a consistent client base and recurring income. That sense of safety, knowing what you bring in each month, usually becomes obvious only after the website is delivered. So this is the part a lot of web designers miss. When you hand off a website and walk away, you are also handing off the relationship. The site lives somewhere else. The client slowly moves on, and over time, you are no longer the go-to person. But when you stay connected through hosting, ongoing care, updates, or support, something changes. You stay in the picture. You become the person they come back to, not just for the website, but for decisions around it. That is where stability actually comes from, not from charging more for a single project, but from staying in the relationship and creating offers that build recurring income from every website you build. The most stable web designers today are not chasing one-off builds. They are building long-term client relationships around the websites and services they provide. Besides the initial website build, they offer management, care, updates, and support over time as the foundation of their business. That changes how income feels. It changes how clients relate to you. And yes, it often leads to more referrals as well. So if you are learning web design, thinking about a career change, or building one-off websites without a recurring model and feeling stuck or anxious, this is something worth paying attention to. Not all the new tools or the quick wins, but the structure. Building a real client business you can grow over time. If this resonates, it is probably something you have already experienced yourself. In future videos, I will break this down further and talk about how modern web designers are building businesses that actually last.